Hi, welcome back. To start with, mark any of the arch. Just on top of the tip of the arch, you can see a unworked chain space. I have put my marker there so that we don't get confused and avoid that. On the next row, we have worked 2 double crochet, chain 2 double crochets. You can see there are 2 such unworked chain spaces on both sides of the marker, and it is there for every arch. So even for the next arch, you can see there are 2 unworked chain spaces. We are interested in those chain space for our pattern. It might look confusing for you, but when you have the work in your hand, you can differentiate separately which are those unworked chain spaces. And to separate the armholes, I'm going to divide the number of arches into 4. So to start from the first marked arch, I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On to the 6th, I have put the marker. And from there on, to separate the armhole, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the 7th, I have put the marker. And for the next division, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on to the 6th, I have put the marker. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Onto the 6th, I have put another marker. Since I didn't get an even number of arches, so I will use the 7 arch space for my front body. Start the body, place the work on the right side, neckline facing, then turn the work just enough to see the workable chain space. Therefore, we will work the body so that it falls on the right side. The body part comes and the ruffle falls on top of it. Pick the first chain space, insert the hook into the knot of the yarn and secure the knot. Chain 3 plus 8 chains, 3 chains as the first double crochet and then 8 more chains. Next, do a double crochet into the next chain space, then chains 8. Do a double crochet to the next unworked chain space on top of the next arch. So like I've said before, each arch has 2 unworked chain spaces that we are interested in. Chain 8 and double crochet to the next chain space. Repeat this until you reach the next marker. After working from the first marker to the second marker, from the second marker to the third marker is the space for the armhole. So chain 16 for the armhole, 8 plus 8, 16. And then connect directly from the second marker point to the third marker. The marker here refers to the chain space beside the marker. So keep that in mind. I have lost the first clipping of the armhole. Sorry for that. So I'll be showing the second one in this tutorial. And it is nothing different from the first one. Now that I'm double crocheting to the last chain space at the marker, now it's time to chain 16. These 16 chains are for the armhole. So I'm at the fourth marker space and I will connect to the first marker now, where we began our work. So since I have the chains, I will put a slip stitch at the third chain from the start. So we have created the armhole and ready for the next round for the body. Begin with 2 slip stitch to the first 8 chain space, chain 3, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 3 more double crochets into the same 8 chain space. Chain 4 to the next 8 chain space, do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 3 more double crochet into the same chain space. Chain 4, to the next chain space, do 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 more double crochet. Chain 4 and repeat until you reach the space for the armhole. For the armhole, chain 4 and to the 16 chain space, do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 3 chains, 3 more double crochet, 1, 2, 3. Chain 4 and to the same 16 chain space, do 1 more 3 double crochet, 3 chain, 3 double crochet, and then chain 4 and to the next 8 chain space, do 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet and repeat as usual. It's really sad that I lost the clip for this part of the transition, but I have the one for the second armhole. Yeah, so after finishing the second armhole, chain 4 and connect to the very beginning. So slip stitch to the top of the 3 chain space. And this way we have completed our first row. For second row, slip stitch until you reach the 3 chain space and then chain 3 as your first double crochet. Then do 2 more double crochets, chain 2, 3 more double crochet into the same chain space. Chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into the next 3 chain space. So from here on we will start reducing the number of chains. So earlier we had 4 chains, now we will chain 3. So 3 chains. For the next row it will be 2 and then 1 and then 0. So to the next 3 chain space, do 3 double crochet, 2 chains and 3 double crochet. And repeat until you reach the end of the row. Complete the row with 3 double crochet, 2 chains, 3 double crochet and then 3 chains and a slip stitch to the top of the 3 chains. Start the next row, slip stitch until you reach the 2 chain space. Chain 3, two more double crochets, chain 2, 3 more double crochets into the same 2 chain space. And this time we chain 2 and then to the next 2 chain space we do 3 double crochets, 2 chain, 3 more double crochets. Chain 2 and repeat until the end of the row. To the last chain space, work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Chain 2 and slip stitch onto the top of the 3 chains. Begin the next row, slip stitch until you reach the 2 chain space, chain 3, work 2 more double crochets, chain 2, 3 more double crochet into the same chain space, chain 1. Last row it was chain 2, so this row we are reducing and chain 1. Continue to do the work of 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into the next chain space, chain 1, and repeat the pattern until the end of the row. To the last chain space, work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 1, slip stitch to the top of the 3 chain to complete the row. For the next row, slip stitch until you reach the 2 chain space, chain 3, work 2 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets into the same chain space. From this round, we will not chain anything in between. We are directly going to the next chain space, doing 3 double crochets, 2 chain and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and the next double crochet on the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and repeat this until you complete the row. End the row with 3 double crochets, 2 chain, 3 double crochet and a slip stitch to the top of the 3 chains. And continue to repeat this row until you have reached the desired length of the top. Let's take a look at the entire body of work right from the armhole, like the 16 chain space, and we have worked 2 sets of 3 double crochet, 3 chains, 3 double crochet there with 4 chains in between. And for the next row it is 3 chains in between. From the second row the pattern is always 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet. And for the next row it is 2 chains in between and then 1 chain in between and then 0 chains. So we have 4 rows of decrease rows, and then from there on we repeat the rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. Get a good shape for the top. I have added 6 rows of increase here, where 2 rows I have increased with 1 chain, then 2 rows with 2 chains, and the final 2 rows with 3 chains. Now to work the border, attach the second color to any of the 2 chain space and secure the knot. Chain 3 as the first double crochet and then do 1 more double crochet, chain 3, work 1, 2 double crochets together, chain 4, work 1 more 2 double crochets together, chain 3, work 1 more 2 double crochets together, all in the same 2 chain space. This border pattern is same as that shown in part 1. So chain 4, do an enclosed single crochet. So here we pick both the 3 chain space and then single crochet together, then chain 4 to the 2 chain space, do 2 double crochets together, chain 3, do 2 double crochets together, chain 4, 2 double crochets together, chain 3, 2 double crochets together, chain 4, do the enclosed single crochet, chain 4, and then repeat the border until the end of the row. Finish the work with chain 4 and a slip stitch to the top of the 2 double crochets, 1 more slip stitch and a chain, and then cut the yarn and pull the yarn to secure the work. Sew in all the extra yarns that you have and get the work ready. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed and will try.